the runway. Came through, did his thing. Let me guys leave you with a cool quote. Those who stand behind you, protect them. Those who stand beside you, respect them. Those who stand against you, defeat them.
That was boss. That was deep.
Hey, what's up? This is What's the Highlights coming to you live at 7 o'clock, yes. And here we got our lovely co-hosts here. We got Harley and Sherry Stylez in the building.
Hey, how y'all doing? How y'all doing? Your girls, Lady Harley, in the building. Happy to be here. Sherry Stylez, you already know. Happy to be here as well. We here with Gio.
We got.
Guys, what's going on? What's going on? Good evening. Happy Thursday to everybody. Gio Delavicci in the building.
Brooklyn all day. So, Gio, like, how did we first met? Let's start with that.
I think we met at a fashion show. At a fashion show that we did a photo shoot in Harley.
Right.
Harley. It was for I think a calendar. I think it was for a calendar.
Right.
With Love
and Fashion.
Love and Fashion.
Yeah.
Love and Fashion. What was the guy's name?
Yo, salute to Trey Lover.
Trey Lover, yeah.
Love and Fashion.
Yeah, shout out to Trey Lover.
Yeah, that was a good time. And he actually modeled the clothing line too. My clothing line, you know, highlights. You rep a lot of brands, and that's what I liked about you. You know, you're always humble, and you know, that's what qualities people should follow. But you have a long resume. So just you know, introduce yourself. You know.
Tell everybody about what you do.
What's going on, guys? For those that don't know, my name is Gio Delavicci from Brooklyn, New York. I'm a model, actor, boxer, masseuse, I teach tennis, do spoken word. I'm a motivational speaker, but most importantly, I'm a humanitarian. I'm a philanthropist. It's not about what you do or what you accomplish. It's about what you do with your accomplishments. You know, it's about what you do at the end of the day. You know, like Gandhi said back in the day, if you want to see change, you need to start within yourself, within your community. It's very repetitive. It's very imperative that you. Pardon me. It's very imperative that you start within where you are.
You know,
exactly. Right. You know, and we're doing it, and I'm very happy. Very grateful to be surrounded with amazing talented people.
Well, that's what I said.
So, yeah, like your story, of how you're still rising to greatness, but tell them like your brief background. Because a lot of people in the industry are like born with silver spoons in their mouth, or they have a better chance of getting in there, upper hand. Like, just explain to the audience your background.
Well, I came to the States in '96. Didn't speak a word of English. You know, it was difficult. It was hard. Came from the Middle East. I'm myself European descent, Italian, Russian. Speak 5 languages.
That's beautiful.
Thank you. You know, I just basically, I could tell. I feel like I graduated from the school of hard knocks. You know, lived through war in the Middle East from 1990 to '96. Came from a very violent background. Experienced a lot of negativity, a lot of different situations that made me who I am today. You know, I say, condition your mind, strengthen your mind, and your body will follow. You could be the biggest bodybuilder in the world and have the hardest, the strongest physique, you know, have the biggest muscles in the world. But if your mind is weak, if your brain is weak, if you don't have a tough skin, what good is it to have big muscles and weak mind?
Right,
exactly.
I agree. So how when you came out here and you decided to make that change, where did you get that first start?
Just going with the flow. You know, going to junior high school. Shout out to 303, my former junior high school. Shout out to Carmen Amador, Brett, Mario, the faculty, the entire staff from 303. Matter of fact, I went back to my former junior high school about 2 weeks ago to speak to kids about anti-bullying. You know, and bullying is a major issue in this country. 1 out of 4 kids gets bullied in school. In the next 7 minutes, another child will get bullied in school. And unfortunately, 85% of people won't even do anything about it. You know, the child can be someone's brother, someone's sister, someone you may even know about. Right.
And a lot of those young kids actually commit suicide.
Yeah. If left unresolved, if left unresolved, bullying can lead to serious consequences such as academic failure, depression, anxiety, drug and alcohol use, crimes, and God forbid, suicide.
Yeah, I had to bring this up, and I just saw something on social media. A 9-year-old set themselves on fire in a school bathroom just recently.
Wow.
Yeah, and I was like, wow. This is
And you know who suffers the most?
Who?
The loved ones, the parents.
Yeah.
You know? I did a lot of crazy stuff, you know, growing up. I made my mom cry a lot, you know, broke my mother's heart, broke the heart of my loved ones, you know. I had a lot of disappointments.
What was to change your heart?
The fact that you know, and I'm gonna share this because I do motivational speaking. I speak to people. I speak in prisons, correctional facilities, schools. At one point, I faced 35 years.
Wow.
You know, and when the judge told me that, you know, the reality of my situation is 35 years old, the charges that I was facing equal to 35 years plus, you know, then reality struck.
Okay, Gio, so we switched locations to something a little bit more comfortable, you know, as you can see. You were speaking more about changing
changes in life.
Right.
You know, it's very important to have changes in life. You know, life is all about changes.
Right.
Life constantly changes. You know, you have to change with life. You can't be stuck in the same mind frame and the same mentality. You can't have the same mentality, the same mindset. You know, everything in life grows and changes. And you have to grow and change, otherwise you're left behind and
remain stagnant.
Exactly. And you will not be happy.
Yeah, just like it's the law of the universe. Like you know, everything evolves.
Exactly.
Throughout time.
And you have to evolve with the time, or you will perish.
Yeah,
absolutely.
Anything that stays at the same baby level is considered something that's malfunctioning.
Right.
You know.
You can't expect things to be ideal. They'll never be ideal. You can't expect things to be perfect. You can't expect things to come to you. You have to go out there and make the initiative to get out there and hustle. You can't turn your dream into reality by dreaming about it. You need to actually do something about it.
Exactly. You gotta put that, you know, that first foot or step out the door.
Right.
And just go out and get it.
In life, to get something you've never had, you have to do something you've never done before. And I keep telling this to everybody, you know, you can't be afraid to fail.
You can't be motivation.
Because failure is a part of the process.
Right, exactly.
It's the learning process.
Exactly.
That's how we all
You
get
gotta
better.
be afraid to fail. You can't be afraid to fail. You have to fail.
Humility.
Yeah, every failure and rejection in life is one step closer to success.
Right.
You know, and I live like that. Tell me 20 years ago that I would be doing a movie with Sylvester Stallone, with Jennifer Lopez, with Jessica Biel, Keanu Reeves, Angelica Houston, Halle Berry, Lawrence Fishburne. I look at you like you're crazy.
Right, you probably didn't even, if you talk about dreams, you probably didn't even dream that far, you know what I mean?
Exactly. You know, growing up, I had a very unruly, mischievous, impetuous, impulsive lifestyle.
Yeah.
You know, I had this impregnable mentality. You know, I had this anarchy type lifestyle. You know, and I took completely nothing. And through hard work, discipline, determination, self-belief, drive, goals, dreams, aspirations, self-belief and strong faith in God, I turned completely nothing into something beyond my wildest dreams, beyond my wildest imagination.
Yeah.
You know?
That was yours. It was yours, so you put it and made it good for you.
I feel like I'm at a point right now where I'm led. You know, there is God in the world. You know, and we all have our guardian angels.
Yeah.
I'm not religious, I'm very spiritual. You know,
Yes, me
everything I do in life is is for a reason. You know, it's not just because. You know, I feel like I'm led. You know, even this interview here. You know, because I have a fitting. And the fitting was supposed to start at 7 to 9. Yeah,
right.
6th floor. And shout out to Dine, Celebs in Fashion. We'll be walking that fashion show this Saturday.
Beautiful.
So
that's the information.
What a crazy coincidence.
Right.
Nothing is for no reason.
Right.
That's what you call destiny.
Exactly. I feel everything happens for a reason. And I feel we as people should never have any forms of regret about our past. There's a reason for everyone we meet, everything we do, and anything we ever go through in life. You know?
Yeah. There's a reason and a season.
You should never look back at your past with any forms of regret.
Yeah.
What can you do? You know, a cool fact. A lot of times we worry too much.
Right.
But there's nothing we can do. What's done is done. 40% of things we worry about will never happen. Another 40% of things we worry about already happened.
Right.
20% of people we worry about will never change. And the rest is what it is. And you have very small percentage to actually do something about the situation. If you cannot change the situation, you have to accept it. If you can change the situation, do something about it. No one's stopping you.
It's okay to accept people in the circumstance for who they are and what it is, but it has to be like, is this something that I could live with? Is this something that I could continue on with? And then you take it also from there as well. If it's something that you can live with, if you accept the person for who they are, you can move forward in harmony.
Right.
You know? So that's also a lesson that a lot of people should learn.
Also,
life is all about lessons.
Yeah.
As long as you're alive, you're always able to learn more knowledge.
Yeah.
You know, you should always be open to learn more things. You can't close yourself and act like you know it all, because you don't. You know, the more you know that you don't know.
That's a fact. Nobody knows nothing at all. You're always learning. And you know, the wisest person knows that they know nothing at all.
Exactly.
You know?
Exactly. It's like fear a man who practices one punch 1,000 times instead of a man who practices 1,000 punches one time.
At least you tried it, and at least you have a pinch of knowledge and enough knowledge.
Listen to learn and learn to listen. You know, sometimes no words needed. All you have to do is sit back and observe. Sit back and listen. You'll see what you need to see.
Right, and you'll
learn what you need to learn. Exactly.
But when if you're in a situation where everyone's talking at once and no one's actually listening to the words being spoken, you know, that it's no there's no substance to that.
There's no substance.
It's just a bunch of chatter, it's a bunch of noise.
Exactly.
Background freak, static. That's how important.
Right. You know, so it's very important to listen and understand the situation.
So I have a question. When you first came to the States, where did you get your first audition, or what borough were you in?
What was that big break like?
Where was that at, and when did you know that this was for you? You know, this is where you need to be at.
Well, I'm gonna say this. In a way, I want to say I wish I knew back then what I know now. But I would be contradicting myself, because if I knew back then what I know now, I would not be able to obtain any experience. I would not be able to learn and have any type of knowledge of what I have now. You know, exactly. And having made so many mistakes in life, I've missed on so many opportunities in the acting world. I missed on so much. You know, and that was another reason why I decided to change my life, to turn my life around, because a lot of people I was around ended up getting a lot of time in prison. Some ended up dying, some people just died, other people just perished, you know, and it was just, I've seen a lot of death in my life, you know, as a kid too, growing up in the Middle East, a lot of, you know, and, you know, in a way it scars you.
Yeah.
You know, in a way it scars you.
Also molded you to be this great person in the acting.
Because you know you didn't want to be like that. You know
Right.
you didn't want, that's not what your future was holding for you.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I think the minute we're born, our life is already pre-written.
It's written in stone.
Right, and it's up to us to try to follow that path.
And accept
it's
it.
very hard.
Accept
Too many distractions, especially nowadays. Social media is one major distraction, especially for the kids, especially for the ones with fragile minds. With fragile minds, you know?
You're right. That was working, but God worked harder.
Some people get so much involved in social media that they just totally miss out on life. I was checking out this one guy with he had blew up on social media and obtained 2 million followers, and he was just saying, and during this interview, he was dead broke.
Right.
What good is it to have all these followers and not have any money?
So he took a step back. He's like, okay, I have to now venture out in the world and develop this business mindset. It's actually start securing contracts.
Secure the contract because now you have an influence, and now you should try to monopolize off your influence in order to be able to live off your own knowledge and off your own experiences.
Right.
You know, you could be the most littest, I want to say, the most littest person on Instagram or Facebook, the most popular person, and like you said, be 100% broke, but you have all this influence, and it's very important to take that influence
and use it for greater
and use it for the greater good, and use it to your knowledge, and use it to speak knowledge to the younger generation, because like you say, these younger generation of people is who is watching. You know what I mean? And those are the people that you want to get to. If you had your own experiences, you want to get to them and let them know, listen, these are my mistakes. This is what I went through. This is where I went wrong. And this is where I could teach you and help you. Because a lot of young people don't have
positive influence.
Influence. Like you said, positive role models. Yeah.
Reach one, teach one.
Yeah.
I'm about to start something like that.
Yeah. So it's very important what I do. Sorry to cut you off. You know, just to continue what you're saying. I do a lot of community work. You know, especially in Brooklyn. You know, I'm all over Harlem. On Thanksgiving, I go to a lot of homeless shelters, a lot of different establishments.
I might have to take you up on that this year.
Please. There's one place in particular called Chips. It's for pregnant women, downtown Brooklyn on 4th Ave.
I think I want to come out.
You know, exactly. And myself and Gabriella, shout out to Gabriella Pandora, we always go there and we just, you know, feed the homeless, and the feeling is beyond. It's the greatest feeling.
It's your blessing to come back.
Yeah, I think we all gonna have to, join you guys.
I think so too. I think that would be a beautiful thing. I personally haven't done it yet, but I would love to. Like, I would love to give back and be a part of something.
A lot of times we get, but we forget
to give.
You know, so it's very important to give back. I feel like we are all visitors on this earth, and only God decides our visitation time based on our actions and how we treat one another.
Yeah, it's like, all right, you're not doing anything, time for you to go.
Every beginning has an end, but every end has a beginning. So while you're on this earth, use your time wisely. God doesn't care about how many women a day, what about my clothes, how many fashion shows I walk in, how many movies I appear. Because at the end of the day, you leave this earth the same way you come in, with nothing and empty-handed.
Exactly.
So use your time wisely. That's what it's all about. You know, it's all about the legacy you leave after you leave this earth.
Right.
Yeah.
That's what it's all about.
You came here for a purpose.
We all have a purpose.
Have you fulfilled that purpose?
Exactly. I feel like my purpose is to inspire. Of course, I want to buy my parents a house. You know, I let them down so many times. With my lifestyle, my attitude. I was the only child. You know, it's not easy being the only child.
You didn't even know, right?
I wouldn't say I was spoiled. I was never spoiled.
You just didn't have no
I wouldn't say I'm spoiled. Yeah, well, you know. Yeah, it was hard growing up, but hey, I got over it. But you know, now I have a lot of brothers and sisters. You know, I have a lot of good people around me. You know,
more direction.
Yeah, more direction, more guidance, more positive people. If you wanna,
more positive influence.
Exactly, more positive influences. Right. You know, if you want to be successful, it's very important to surround yourself with people who are smarter than you, a lot wiser than you, wealthier than you, because this way you can learn from them to get to the next level.
Yeah, it is very important not to be intimidated by
as well, because I know a lot of people will be intimidated by if someone is smarter than them or wiser or doing better financially or whatever the case may be. It's easy to be intimidated when you know that that's where you plan to go and that's what you're trying to do and stuff like that.
Yeah.
And it's hard to kind of find a balance too.
You just gotta keep going, perseverance.
But
Man, Gio,
perseverance, exactly.
you never stop.
Surround yourself with people who are more successful than you.
Yes.
Yet know your worth.
And know your worth.
Know
Exactly,
your worth.
because the thing is too, the energy you surround yourself with helps you be who you're gonna be. Because it's better to be around people that's doing better or that has
in the same lane.
in the same lane, but you still want to be around people that's doing better though at the same time. Even if you're in the same lane, you do want to be around people that's doing better in life so that you can learn what their mistakes were. What was it about them that got them into this greater position? You know what I mean? You don't want to stay in the same place just because we're in the same lane. You know what I'm saying? Because there's nothing to learn from each other. We already know. We already know each other. We already know what that is.
Absolutely.
You know what I'm saying? So that's really what I'm saying.
What I don't like about myself is the fact that I'm never content with myself.
Yeah.
That's a good thing.
Yeah, in a way it's a good
thing.
thing, but on the other hand, it's very it's a very repetitive process. You know, it's very nerve-wracking process.
Because it's hard to appreciate what you already have.
Yeah, exactly. You know, I feel like I've done so much. I've achieved a certain thing. You know, I've achieved a certain level, but I feel like there's a lot more to achieve, a lot higher to climb.
Yes.
I feel like I'm not even halfway where I see myself.
Yeah.
You know, I've done a lot, but I'm not even halfway where I see myself.
Don't beat
That's
yourself
why you
up
got a
about
lot
it.
of time.
Don't beat
You're
yourself
gonna be
up
here for a
about
long
it.
time.
Well, you know, all
To
glory
do.
be to God.
Yeah.
Yes.
Amen.
Right.
You know, I'm very grateful to God in the universe for great people that surround me, for all the great opportunities, for the lives I'm able to reach, for the kids I'm able to inspire. You know, a lot of people in jails look up to me.
Yeah.
You know, kids look up to me. You know, and it's a blessing.
Yeah.
You know, I'll go anywhere in New York. You know,
Yeah.
and it's a blessing to be able to step anywhere in New York.
Yeah.
You know, and just have the love for
Yes.
people. A true icon is someone who's always with the people,
Yes.
not someone who hides
That's
behind
true.
people.
Yeah.
That's really true.
Very
The
true.
people, those are the artists that reach, or the entertainers that reach people the most. The people who are involved
And
in,
wholehearted, like, and genuine.
yeah,
I
they
have-
are
I have
involved in
a-
the lives of the people.
Exactly. I have a pretty good team, pretty good support team from the streets and the industry. A lot of people may not know this, but I have a very good team in this business. I have a few agents that work with me. I have a manager. I have a publicist. I even have a bodyguard. Not that I need a bodyguard. My hands are registered.
Right.
You know, but it's a guy I grew up with. You know, he's 6'4", 300 pounds. And I told him, if I ever reach a certain platform and I'm able to
Pay him the way
pay
you want
you,
to.
pay him and allow him to get some financial type of income from this situation, I will hook him up, and I'm doing that anytime I have an event with Reebok, Under Armour, Nike. I invite him with me, and he just stands there just like this here, you know, and make sure it's ordered. You know, I'm not hiding behind anyone.
Yeah, no,
I'm
you
not,
who
but
you are.
he just like, you know, it's also a prestigious thing when there's someone official
cautious.
like his physical stature to be standing there and just to make sure everything goes smoothly.
But you know, it's something else I respect about what you just said. You fulfilled your promise to them.
Yeah.
You see, and a lot of people, they say things and they're not true to their word. Where and that those type of situations, your integrity gets lost. And the one thing about life that I hold dear to myself is I try my best to be a man of my word. Even if the situation don't necessarily go completely my way, I try to fulfill it.
Right.
You know, I think that's totally key.
I do have a question actually though. My question is about building a team, right? Because you said you have a good team, a good promotional team, a good financial team, bodyguard and everything in return.
Right.
My question is, how did you find that these were the right people for you to trust to help build the legacy that you're building?
That's a good question. You know how?
How?
life showed me that they're a good team. Experiences, loyalty, communication, chemistry.
Yeah.
You know, there were different situations, and they were the same people from day one.
Right.
You know, life will teach you a lot of good lessons.
Right.
You know, and that's a blessing to be able to obtain that knowledge and to be able to see that just through life itself.
Right.
You know, and they have been very consistent. It takes commitment to start something and consistency to finish. And these people have been very consistent. They have been very loyal. They have been very committed, and it's always been the same vibe.
Nothing changed.
Nothing changed.
Yeah.
So life showed me that their actions, life and their actions showed me that they are good people.
Yes.
You know, and we are on the same page. It's very important to build something with people who are on the same page as you are.
Yes.
Right.
There are no ups and downs. We are all out for the same goal, for the same reason.
Right.
And it's a blessing to be surrounded with people who are on the same page as you are.
Amen.
Yeah, Gio.
And then also as well as like as far as spirituality.
That's a must. That's a must. At least
They have to have the same way. You know, they have to believe in the higher power as well. Because you can tell a person mentality is just different when they don't believe in those things they believe in.
We don't have the same beliefs.
Yeah.
It's kind of a blessing to have it. To me, I feel like that's kind of easy. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's a blessing that because you went through so much already that you needed that, and that's what God had in store for you. But from my experience, it's been hard to find a team of people to help build me up. Like, you know what I mean? And that's really what I would like. And vice versa.
Yourself up too.
Right.
But I've been building myself up from
Exactly.
day one. You know what I'm saying? I've been building myself up from day one, but it's important to have a team. A team is important. You can't do everything by yourself.
Everyone needs a team.
You know what I'm saying?
You know.
You can't do everything by yourself. But it's very important to have a team to do certain things in your career. You know what I'm saying? Well, if everybody's for self, that's definitely not gonna happen.
That's not you know the process of this whole of being by yourself is not effective.
It's not
I've been saying this for a long
yourself.
time. If you want to go find life, you go with a team. If you want to go fast, you go by yourself.
Go by
Just
yourself.
because you go fast does not guarantee you will go far.
Exactly.
It's very hard to go far by
Same
yourself.
people you see going up, you see them coming down.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? And that's probably because they didn't have a lot of support system.
Right. Yeah.
And I feel like that's very important.
And then you need someone as well to catch you when you fall, you know, to help you up, because it's not all the time. If you're traveling solo, you're always going to be 100% on your game.
Right.
Yeah.
It falls into some type of pitfall, some way along the line. You
Yeah.
need someone there by your side, you know, to pick you up.
I mean, even if it's just one person, but that's a start.
Right.
You know. So yeah.
It's very important. As much as you need a person that will always pick you up whenever you fall, it's very important to have that voice in your head
Yeah.
that will always tell you everything's gonna be okay.
Yeah.
Regardless of whatever it is you're going through, and we are all going through something. We're not perfect, but it's very necessary. It's very important to have that voice in your head that will tell you you're gonna be alright.
Yeah.
You're gonna be alright. It's cool. Because God will not walk you through if He will not walk you through.
What?
Go
Yeah.
ahead. Talk that talk, okay?
I don't question God. I just have a question for God. But before I ask you the question, I would like to say thank you in case I
Amen.
forgot.
Yeah.
Thank you for everything I got and everything I don't got. I guess it wasn't really meant to be. What I'm trying to tell you is how much you really mean to me. The question I'm trying to ask you is, where do I go from here? Things I used to be afraid of back in the day, I no longer fear. Thank you for wiping off the tears, taking away the fears over the years. Now I can see things clear. I inspire so many people, the ones who are far away and those who are near. You have full control over my life. I no longer wonder why. Sometimes to find things in life, no need to Google. All you gotta do is look up to the sky.
That was beautiful.
Thank you.
That was wonderful.
Thank you.
Spoken
I
motivation
love
words.
that.
Thank you.
I felt that. I felt all of that.
Thank you. Thank you. You know.
Thank you for
Oh,
your
it's a
time.
pleasure. It's a pleasure.
Show us what you got.
I would like to express a major, colossal, astronomical gratitude to all the magazine CEOs that have, and will continue to have me on their covers and their magazines. Well, this right here is Fashion Avenue News magazine. This right here is the anniversary cover for Fashion Avenue News magazine. The editor-in-chief is Sophia Davis. She gave me the front and the back cover.
Wow. Ain't nobody on the back.
This is
Ain't nobody
photography.
on the back.
Yeah, I mean, you know,
Was that the first? One of the first magazines?
No, definitely not.
Okay.
Definitely not. And I'm grateful. I don't take anything for granted. You know, I'm wearing a suit by Malcolm. I was about to say Malcolm X. Malcolm Staples, photographed by Steve Bennett.
Wow, Steve Bennett.
I don't wear makeup, but for this photo shoot, I had a makeup artist. Her name is Queen B. Steve calls it Mini Me. I don't know. I keep forgetting her real name. Queen something. You know, so Fashion Avenue News magazine, Sophia Davis. Yeah, it's probably somewhere here. You know, yeah, but you know who you are. I truly appreciate. You did a great job, Sophia Davis, Malcolm Staples, Steve Bennett. You know, the photo shoot took place in Baltimore.
Show that to the camera over there. So.
Fashion Avenue News magazine, front back. Billy Blunt, BB magazine.
Shout
What
out
up,
to
Billy?
Blunt. Yes.
Shout out to Billy Blunt magazine. The creative director Gabriela Panduru. I was wearing a suit from Clavin Wear by Clavin Leonard. Was there a makeup artist? No, there wasn't. This photo shoot took place at Grand Central Station.
Oh wow.
These gloves are Gabriela Panduru is actually standing behind me, and these are her gloves.
Oh.
Yeah. Photography by my man Curtis Tate. Shout out to Curtis Tate. Great person, great photographer.
Oh, I like it.
Thank you. This photo was the previous year, 2018. Very grateful. This was another anniversary cover. Front, back, photographed by Allison Brown. Makeup by Lenny Hamilton. Outfit by Clarence Black. This photo shoot was done in Newark.
Clarence. Oh, wow. Y'all know Clarence.
Black.
Clarence.
This magazine, no lies, numbers don't lie. This magazine had sold 1,200 copies in 2 days. Biggest number since Halle Berry was on the cover.
Well, look who's on the front.
Listen, thank you. When Sophia Davis told me this magazine had sold 1,200 copies, I was like, "You serious?" She goes, "Yeah." She showed me the statistics. She showed me the numbers. So the way I write poetry is from my own life experiences, or I can look at a picture and just words start coming to me. So as soon as she told me that, words just started coming to me, and this is what I came up with. Buy the magazine, please support me, get to know me, read my interview, share my story. I came from the bottom. Can you feel the glory? Chasing dreams, progressing slowly. If you can't relate, then don't ignore me. Call me brother, I'm your homie, different mother, same story. Scars and tattoos on my body, self-explanatory. The world will definitely get to know me before I turn 40. Thank you, God, for my life. To Jesus be the glory.
Amen.
Yes.
Amen. You real good at that.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to get you to come to one of these open mics.
They're not ready.
I need you to
Trust
come
me, they're
out.
not ready.
Come on out here. We waiting for
You know, and also, Beauty Magazine, shout out to Benny Tusinen. You know, I'm wearing an outfit by Drew Charles. And Dream Lady Dobbs Williams is on the front. Gio's in the back. Shout out to Benny. Shout out to Doreen. This magazine here is Full Blossom Magazine. I'm wearing Daddy Swag. Thank you. Daddy Swag.
It's a different look.
Yeah. Andre Cash Sr. is the photographer. Daddy Swag is the designer that provided this outfit. Shout out to Camille Rivers, the editor-in-chief of this magazine. We all know Mimi is on the front. I'm in the back wearing the Larry Underwood outfit. Shout out to L. Anderson, the editor-in-chief of this magazine.
Oh, that is dope.
Yeah, photographed by Hank Pagueron.
That's you?
Yep.
Wow.
Shout out to Hank for this amazing photography. This was shot during the shoot-a-thon. Shout out to Don Pittman.
Wow.
All of that. The whole shoot-a-thon family.
You know, Don, I'm gonna have to visit you on one of these shoot-a-thons.
You know, this is Fever Magazine. Daryl Green is the editor-in-chief. Shout out to John Blessingame, who orchestrated this photo shoot. He coordinated this entire thing. Samantha Velling is the makeup artist. Rachel Richardson is the stylist. Is
No filter, no cap.
no filter needed.
At all. Period.
Period.